Between these iconic hedges, the field where some of college football's greats have called home. Sanford Stadium in Athens, Georgia, where these fans are ready to turn the dogs loose. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Royals, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Royals will kick it off to get us underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense is on the field for the first time today. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Right back to the well. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
3rd down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. Scrambling away. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Complete out of the backfield.
Well, you get the completion, and now it's decision time for the head coach, right? This is a massive one, too. 4th and short on your own end of the field. What do you do?
The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4-and-out if they don't convert. And the Bulldogs are stopped, but not before getting the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. And the Dogs are moving quickly down the field. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating an explosive play.
Headed to the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. Georgia going up tempo. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Dogs!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Royals offense will get the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
Fires it incomplete.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB, and when he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
The Royals will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Slips through the line. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Off the play fake. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect him to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
On third down, going up top. Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking for a man. It's Beebe. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the second play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. They're bringing heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown on their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this off.
Off he goes! And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago.
And the returner will be brought down. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Crosses the 30, he's got away. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 2nd and 2, and 4 receivers spread all over the field. Gets it out quickly. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? No, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
To the air, it's Beebe. Getting some heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Royals send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on...
Nothing but green ahead. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Fires into the end zone, and he's done it. Touchdown, Bulldogs. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Yeah, and coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
It's complete to the left, and they're able to get him on the ground. You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Dropping back, it's Beebe. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
The Royals will bring the punt team onto the field. Now on the return. Makes a move. Touchdown, Dogs! The special teams proving worthy of their name. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turn it on the gas. Great job, great return.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Now this offense is back on the field. Maybe they learned something from their opening script of plays, David, but other than that, this has been an abject disaster.
And I think they learned what not to do. I mean, this has been an abject disaster. They haven't done anything right, offense, defense. Palmer, this one's ugly, and it's still early.
Yeah, I'd normally say, well, it's first quarter, just don't worry about it, there's time, but this is the worst start you possibly could have had.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
At the 40-yard line. And that's a first down for the offense.
First down here for the offense. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. First down to start the drive after the break. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him, and sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Trying to get to it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Third and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes.
And that was almost a huge mistake by special teams. On the punt return, fumbling the football. They are so lucky that they jumped on that ball and that their offense is now going to take the field because that could have been disastrous.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Finds the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find your rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Going to the running game. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down marker.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got his man on the right. At midfield, he's got room. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. That's caught. It's Davenport. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with a 15-yard pickup. The Dogs with the 1st and 10. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
All right, defense, it ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Georgia! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Top 15 teams colliding today in a huge matchup, and it's now a final. Army dazzled today in just about every phase of the game. And for an institution that's turned out 5-star generals and U.S. presidents, I think they may have their next great leader there at West Point. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say,
what a job to lay out and make the catch. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Hall. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the right. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. He'll just keep slinging it. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And they got him for the sack.
What can't you say about how dominant this guy has been each and every week? He's making a case for the Heisman Trophy. He's making a case for every major college football award. He's making a case to be the #1 overall pick in the NFL draft. That's now his 20th sack of the season.
Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football.
The expressway is wide open. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Makes the grab on the left. Across the 25, he's got room. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
This offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. He's going to pass. Forced out of the pocket. He'll get rid of it. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And now this offense will take the field again. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. He makes the connection. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Let's see what they've got on second down.
Timeout, Royals.
To the air, it's Beebe. They get to him as he throws. Wide open downfield. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
39 on the play. And a first down for the offense.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. And it's third down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. It's good. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it.
That makes the score, Georgia.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. He'll bring it back from inside the 15, and the returner will be dragged down. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Quarterback checking the play. To the air on first down. Gonna let it fly. Complete to the left. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, Ben. The end of a very entertaining first 2 quarters of football in Athens. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by acknowledging the sparkling play of this tight end. The guy's like an aircraft carrier out there as a blocker. And then when he releases and shows off that speed and route running, he's almost unguardable. Gotta believe he won't be able to go anywhere in this second half without someone attached to his hip.
So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Nothing went right in that first half in the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you've got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
To throw, it's Beebe. Working that left side now. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his protection.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. They keep attacking through the air. A strike downfield. At the 40, there he goes. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
First down for the offense.
Comes out throwing on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. That last play, the kind of thing that can mess up a really good drive. It's 2nd and 17.
This poor quarterback has been running for his...
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll run it to the right side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the 1st down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Here's the give off the left side. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Got him downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. This time they'll go to the running game. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
On the run, still looking. Got out of trouble and throws. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
You got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
The give to the left. On the move at the 30. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Ran the ball on first down. Let's see what they do on second. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Royals line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A first down for the offense. Movement here from the tight end. The give to the back. Running with power. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Quarterback checking off. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the defense gets to the quarterback. Georgia sends out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Boy, 3 and out last time, Davey. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, opponent.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to throw. It's Beebe. They've got the screen set up. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Looking to move it through the air. Swings it out to the flat. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Set up for 2nd and short after that completion. They'll try the run. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team's being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Oh, picked off. Just a really nice play. Not a lot on the return, but that's all right when you hand it to your offense at the 42.
A big part about playing the quarterback position is turning the page, playing the next play, not letting bad plays beat you. And that's his first career interception in college football, so that's going to sting. But now you've got to get back out there and lead your team.
Touchdown, Dogs! And the pummeling has started.
I I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And the extra point is good. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. He'll keep it himself. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. Here comes the offense on second down. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. Looking for a man, it's Bailey. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Unloads it left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. The Royals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Big 1st down sack for the defense, brings up 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And it's right down the boulevard. There is a flag on the play. Now, if this is on the defense, it might not change that much. The offense has already made the long field goal. You must protect the kicker when he's in a defenseless position like that. That penalty is going to give the offense a 1st down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Fires into traffic, intercepted. He'll try to take it back. At the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Georgia. How about that D coming up with a play like that? They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Florida dominated almost from wire to wire. And a game like this makes you harken back to those Chris Leak, Tim Tebow, Brandon Spikes teams that won it all in 2006 and again in 2008. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go well.
To come to the line, hoping to get some of that yardage back from the 17. To the air, it's Bailey. Bought a little time, lets it go. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just
open runway ahead. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
After the incompletion, let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd and 10 from the 33. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. They want to just keep throwing it. It's complete! Touchdown, Royals! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen. Strip the football, do something. And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove.
And he breaks into the open. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with the lead like they have is surprising. I gotta be honest.
Touchdown, Bulldogs! And the punishment has been extended. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
With that last touchdown, looks like they're going to start this season 4-0, and you've got to be impressed with what you've seen so far from this team. We knew coming in on paper this team had a chance this season, but until the lights go on, until you actually go out and do it for real, you can't believe just how good they are. But they've shown now, starting 4-0 on the year, this is a team that's going to contend for a national championship.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Line gets set, 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Hall. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Completion a little short of the sticks. It's second down. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback is snowed under.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback. I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
Makes the grab down the left side. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. And the Royals come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to pass, it's Bailey. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. After the big first down sack for the D, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Cousins. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. It's third down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Coming after it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Royals will line up to punt it away. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you could just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. At the 20, he's got space. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a second down. They'll give it to the back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Running behind that left side. And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Hold it, open.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense is put together. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. He throws one to the left. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but, let's live in this moment and try to...
He's off to the races. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Off play action on first down. Looking left. He's got it. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, we knew this quarterback could put up some monster numbers. He is putting on a clinic in this game. He now has over 400 yards passing.
And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. Trying play action. Starting to feel a little pressure. It's complete on the right side. Touchdown, Dogs! And the beatdown has ensued. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their fourth straight win.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll throw it on first down. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Off the play fake on first down, the throw. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. One more play to pad the stats. Back to throw, it's Bailey. He's going up top here late in the game. And the ball falls to the ground, incomplete. The game is over, and that's just sort of how this one is gone. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down and